This is the Perfect Combiner PC06 upgrade kit for Combiner Wars Devastator Combine Mode. And I think it's from a company called Perfect Effect, or yeah, and yeah, Perfect Effect. And it's really meant for the Combiner Wars Devastator for either Takara, Tomy, or Hasbro. This is obviously the Hasbro version. And I picked up this set at a recently concluded local toy convention. It's called ToyCon 2016. ToyCon Philippines 2016 held just last June 10 to 12. And I picked up this set at a booth called Hobby Corner. And the guy who owns it, his name is Heron. And he gave me an awesome deal for this set. So thank you, my man. Just wonderful. And here's the box. Looks very nice. Very sturdy box. And obviously they blacked out Devastator for copyright issues. Upgrade kits for CW Devastator combiner mode. So yeah, very nice. And off the bat, you can already see how much difference this set makes for an already fantastic figure, Devastator. You get unbelievable this set has done. The reason I bought this set mainly was really initially I just wanted it for the Mixmaster cap, and that was it. I didn't really care much for the other parts, and but when I opened up the set and I put everything on, oh my goodness, every bit of it is absolutely phenomenal. So let's start with this one. This is just one I want. This cab has like a separate piece inside that has a swivel joint that allows you to transform it even in robot mode. It doesn't change much about the Mixmaster figure except for the aesthetic and better stability. And I absolutely love it. You get a more G1 feel to it, and you know, absolutely phenomenal job. Also, one thing is they actually nailed that green color, that bright green color from Devastator. The second term I'm going to talk about is the scoop for Scavenger. And as you can see, this is the original scoop, and it does not have a functioning bucket. The bucket is solid. This is the elbow bends and this one swivels. And they've actually made it bigger. And as you can see, the color is spot on. There's hardly any difference to it. It's bigger now. The bucket is functional. The elbow as well as the joint right here is a swivel. So very nice. The other thing that they did is hooks crane, the boom crane, or whatever, the telescoping crane. This is the original piece. It doesn't do anything. They made a bigger piece which you put it in. You take this off and then you replace it here at this joint. So this one functions. It goes up and down and it telescopes. So that those three pieces is just phenomenal for the set. And I said, the other pieces are just okay, like the shoulder pieces right here. The shoulder pieces allow for better arm motion. It's got it allows the joint to go in and out like this one, and it swivels at a very nice ratchet joint. So very nice. And the one thing that really surprised me with this one are the hands. The hands, well, you replace the originals, which are a little bit boring. They don't do much except close and open, right, like that. And the wrist becomes bigger. I didn't really mind this at all at first. I was like, I don't need a bigger wrist. But then the proportions are better. And you get a ball hinge wrist, ball jointed articulated first joints on the fingers, and then hinge joints for the rest of the joints of the fingers. And just look at all the drama articulated hands make. And I mentioned that for the Menasor review, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. The effect is just absolutely brilliant for the Devastator Combiner Wars figure. And the last piece I'm going to talk about, the shoulders, I already talked about that. The last piece is the Prowl Head. This was really just gravy for me. I wasn't really excited about this. I was like, okay. But then for IDW fanatics who might want it, it was going to be interesting. I was like, I don't really read the comics that much. I was going to need it. But then I tried it on, and look how awesome this thing is. I don't have the Combiner Wars Prowl with me right now, but I think they nailed this. This is a wonderful job on the head sculpt. And you pop on the head. I tried to do that. It works. It pops on, but it's very difficult to remove. Much like when you put a Lego head in a helmet, you get stuck. Very difficult. I don't want to risk breaking it. So what I did was, we slide it on just just like that, very easy. You can have him like that, like a shrunken head. I raise the head upwards like that, and then you can still mount the Prowl Devastator head like that, and you still get all the range, the ball joint motion for the head, except he can't look up as much as you want him to. But it doesn't matter. He's not going to need to look up because he's looking down at everybody. He's towering on everybody else. And it is a phenomenal, phenomenal head sculpt. I am just so pleased with this set. The other things I did not put are these things. These are the panels you put for long haul. This is the instruction. Very nice, very easy to follow. The long haul's alt mode, so you can mount the hands in rocket mode on it. But I'm not gonna put him in alt mode anyway, so I'm not gonna. And the gun, you can still squeeze the gun here. I mean, it's still possible. Man, I'm sweating bullets right now. It's just 40 degrees here in Manila, so he can still hold the gun. But he's just so awesome with the open hands, and I love it. I love it. The set is obviously going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. Phenomenal, phenomenal set by Perfect Effect, and it's worth every penny you pay for it. So again, big thanks to Heron from Hobby Corner for giving me a good deal on this set. I absolutely love it, man. And for those of you who've seen my video reviews, and I'm not big on third-party stuff. But except for upgrades for me, if they make the original better, I think they're a go for me. So I'm looking forward to getting more Perfect Effect, Perfect Combiner sets, maybe for the other combiners, maybe for Bruticus once I get the Karatomi version. So do stay tuned for that. But for now, brilliant, brilliant set. The Perfect Combiner PC06 upgrade kit for the Combiner Wars Devastator. Very, very nice. Thanks for watching.